Your CRM might look full of leads, but a big part of it could be the same people again and again. And the worst part, you don't even notice it until your data starts breaking down. To solve this problem for myself, I have created a system with the help of Pabbly Connect that automatically detects duplicate leads and update existing records instead of creating new ones. In this video, I will show you how this works and how you can set it up step by step. So here on my screen, you are looking at this workflow that I have created to check for duplicate leads inside my Google Sheet. This is my Google Sheet, and in here you can see these are all the details that I have added here, and these details get added here as soon as any customer fills up this particular form. So I will fill up the details in here, then you will see automatically the exact same detail will get added inside my Google Sheet, and then we will fill up the form again with the same details, and then you will see the status will get changed from this new to updated automatically. So let me fill up this form for the first time. In here I will add my details. These are the details that I have added here for this particular lead. I'll press the submit button, and instantly on my Google Sheet you will see that this record will get created. In here you can see this new record with the name Rajkumar has got added successfully. Now I will fill up the form again with the same details, and you will see the status will get changed automatically from this new to updated. So let me fill up this form again with the same details. I have added the exact same details. Now I'll just press this submit button. On my Google Sheet you can see here this status is automatically changed to this updated. So this happened just because of this workflow that I have created inside my Pabbly Connect account. And with the help of this workflow, we can successfully get rid of duplicate leads. So this was the demo. Now I will help you also create this exact same automation inside your Pabbly Connect account. So for that, just open a new tab and search for pabbly.com/connect. After that, you will get directed on the landing page of Pabbly Connect. In here, on the top right corner, you will get these two different options: sign in and sign up free. If you are a new user, click on the sign up free button and create your free account. But if you are an existing user here, you can directly skip to the part where I'm explaining trigger application. But for my new user here, if you will click on the sign up free button to create your free account, there you will get 100 free tasks every month that Pabbly Connect gives to every new user. With the help of these tasks, you can easily create some workflows inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. But if your tasks are expired and you are thinking to get more tasks, you can anytime upgrade to the premium version of Pabbly, where you just have to pay once to get lifetime access at Pabbly. And just for our YouTube viewers, we have this amazing coupon code JAIYT. By using this coupon code on our subscriptions, you can get an exciting discount on our yearly and lifetime subscription plans. So make sure to use this coupon code if you are buying your subscription. Now as I am an existing user here, so I will click on this sign in button, and after you will click on this sign up free button, create your account, you will automatically get directed on this all apps page of Pabbly. In here, Pabbly has this 7 amazing and powerful applications. With the help of these applications, you can completely automate your business. And today, as we are going to use this Pabbly Connect to create our automation, that's why we just have to click on this access now button to access the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. In here on the right corner, we have this button create workflow. By clicking on this button, you can start creating your workflow. And on the left side, we have this folders option. So by clicking on this plus button, you can create a folder for yourself. And in that folder, you can store your workflows to stay organized. Now let us start creating our workflow. Just click on this button, and then you have to select among these two different workflow builders. First one is our new beta version, and the second one is our classic version. Both of these are amazing workflow builders. You can select any one of them as per your preference, but I will select this new beta version as I'm more familiar with this. So I have to select this from here. Then this dialog box, in here we have to give a name to our workflow, select the folder in which we want to save our workflow. So I will give a name to my workflow, and then I will select the folder. You also have to give a name to your workflow, select the folder, and then just click on this create button. I have given a name to my workflow, selected my folder. Now I'll also press this create button. You will get directed on this next page where this add trigger button is visible to us. This trigger application is like the event with the help of which you want your workflow to get triggered. So for today, as I have created this form and I want that as soon as any new lead comes through this particular form, I want my workflow to get triggered. That's why inside this particular trigger application, I will use an amazing feature by Pabbly Connect Webhook by Pabbly, with the help of which I will receive a webhook URL which I can integrate inside the code of my website. After that, whenever my customer will fill up this particular form, all of those details will get captured by Pabbly Connect. So first of all, for selecting our trigger application, just click on this plus button, and then we have to select this webhook by Pabbly. Then for this application event, we have to select this catch webhook prepared, and after selecting this application event, just click on this connect button. You will receive your webhook URL, so you just have to copy this from here and paste it inside the code of your website. So I will open my code. This is the code of my website. So in here, I will paste the webhook URL that I have copied from my Pabbly Connect account. So at first, I will delete this earlier added webhook URL. Then in here, I will paste this new webhook URL. We have added this webhook URL. Now let us just save this. So we have to click on this save, and it is saved successfully. Now we have to go back. And then in here you can see Pabbly Connect is waiting for webhook response. This means that we have to open this form, refresh this page, and then we have to fill up this form again so that the response that I will add here will get captured as a response inside Pabbly Connect. So let me add my details here. I have added these details here. Now I'll just press this submit button. Instantly inside my Pabbly Connect account, you will see I will receive a webhook response here. We have successfully received the response with all the details that we have added while filling up this form. This means that our trigger step is working all fine. From now onwards, whenever any customer will fill up this form, automatically all those details of my customer will get added as a new response inside my Pabbly Connect account. Now we have to work on our action application. For my first action application, as I want to check inside my Google Sheet if the details that I have received here are already added or not. So that's why I will select this Google Sheet by clicking on this plus button here as my action application. Here this Google Sheet is visible, so we just have to select this. Then for this application event, as we want to get rows added inside our Google Sheet, that's why we just have to search for this get rows. Here it is visible, so just select this, and then to create a connection between Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect, click on this connect button. You will get these two different options: add new connection and select existing connection. So if you have already established a connection, you can go with the select existing connection. But if you want to create a connection for the first time, click on this add new connection, then press this sign in with Google button. On the left side, you will see Pabbly Connect will detect your account. So you just have to select your account from here inside the next page. Just scroll down, click on this continue button. Your connection will get created successfully, and there is no need to worry as your data with Pabbly Connect is absolutely safe. My connection is created. Now we just have to select this spreadsheet and sheet. So for that, on my Google Sheet, you can see here the name of my spreadsheet is worksheet and the name of my sheet is daily sales data. So that's why in here this worksheet is already selected as my spreadsheet. Then for this sheet, I will select this daily sales data. Here we have selected our spreadsheet and sheet. Now we have to add the range. Now as I want to get all the rows added inside my Google Sheet, that's why I will add this A to E rows inside my Google Sheet. So for that, I just have to type down this A, put this ratio, and press this E capital letter again. Next, as I want my response in this array format, I want response altogether, which I can send to OpenAI at once. That's why to get a response in array format, we just have to select this at once. Now we have to press this save and send test request button. Instantly, you will see inside my response, I will receive all the rows added inside my Google Sheet as a one response. We have received this single response successfully. This means that our first action application, Google Sheet, is working all fine. Now we have to work on our next step, where I will use OpenAI, with the help of which we will search for duplicate data inside our Google Sheet. Now we have to click on this plus button, search for this OpenAI from here. Here it is visible, so we just have to select this. Next, for this application event, as I want to select ChatGPT, so that's why I will search for it, then I will select it. Now we have to create a connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. So for that, we will just press this connect button. In here also, we have received these two different options: add new connection and select existing connection. So this time also, I will show you how to create a connection for the first time. That's why I will select this add new connection. Now in here, we have to add this token. So this token is like a password of our OpenAI account. To get this, you just have to buy a paid subscription of OpenAI at first. After that, come back here, click on this hyperlink, and you will get directed inside this OpenAI platform. In here, you just have to click on this button available on the right side, create new secret key. In here, give a name to your key and just press this create secret key button. After that, your key will get generated, so you just have to copy that from here and paste it inside the box. Then just press this save button. Your connection will get created successfully. In here, I will add my own token, and then I will click on this save button. My connection is created successfully. Now for this model, I will select this 5.2 as my model because I want to. If you want, you can select any other model from here. So I will select this GPT 5.2 as my model. Then inside this box, I will add the prompt, with the help of which we will check for duplicate data inside our Google Sheet. So let me add my prompt here. I have added the static part of my prompt. In here you can see I have written this: you are a strict API, a new lead has arrived. In the front of this name, email and phone, I will map the details that I have received inside this webhook by Pabbly application. and in front of this here is the existing lead database. We will map the response that we have received from this Google Sheet application. Now, and then I have written this your task, check if the lead already exists, and the rules are if duplicate, return exactly the status as duplicate and also the row number, but if the lead is new, return exactly status as new. So we have added these details. Now if you want to use this prompt for yourself, you just have to type below this video in the comment box prompt. There only I will provide you this prompt, so make sure to click below this video in the comment box to get your prompt. So here I have added this prompt. Now in here I will map some of the details given by my customer. Now to map data, we just have to press this slash button, and then we can easily map the data from our previous steps. So for that we just have to click on this drop down. At first, as I want to map the name, so that's why I will select the name from here, and it is mapped successfully. Then for this email, again I will press this slash button, and as we can also search for the response that we want to map, so I will search for this email from here, it is visible, I will select this. Then for this phone number, I will press this slash, search for this phone again, here it is visible, so I will also select it. In front of this, I will map the database of our Google Sheet. So for that, this is our full response, so I will select it, and it is mapped successfully. Now we just have to click on this save and send test request button. Automatically we will receive response of this OpenAI. But before that, I will explain why I have to help of mapping to fill up these fields instead of typing them manually. So I have to help of mapping because by mapping we can make our data dynamic. It means that whenever Pabbly Connect will detect any new data, it will automatically update the old data with the new captured data. But if I will type down the details manually, like if I will enter the name of my customer manually, then that particular field will remain static and it will not change unless we manually change it. So that's why to allow our data to get changed automatically, we take help of mapping. I have also explained you mapping. Now I'll press this save and send test request button. We have received our response, and inside my response you can see as the data that I have provided while filling up this form was a new data. That's why in here we have received the content status as new. So this means that our OpenAI step is also working fine. Now we have to work on our next step where we will update this new data as a new row inside our Google Sheet. But for that, in here I will use router, because from here I want my workflow to work in two different conditions. If the status of the details is new, then it will automatically get added as a new row inside my Google Sheet. But if the status of lead is duplicate, then automatically the old row will get updated. So for that we will use router. So we just have to click on this plus button, select this router from here. With the help of this router, we can make our workflow run conditionally. In here we have got these two filters. Now we just have to set up these filters in such a way so that if there is a new lead, this side of workflow will work, but if there is duplicate lead, this side of workflow will run. So let us set up this filter. We just have to open them, click on this connect button. Then for this label, from this drop down of OpenAI, we have to select this status, because this is the basis on which we will decide if the status of this lead is new or duplicate. So we just have to select this. For this filter type, here this equal to is added, so we will not change this. Then inside this value, we just have to type down this new, as our filter will check for this exact same value inside our response. If the message status is new, then this filter will run and it will return our response as success. Now let us click on this save and send test request button, and you can see as the new here was value, that's why we have received our response as success. So this means that this time this particular filter will work. For this second filter also, we have to open this, click on this connect button. For this label, we will again select this content status as new. Then inside this value, in here I will type down this duplicate. Here I've added this value. Now I'll press this save and send test request button. This time you can see we have received our response as error. This means that for this particular lead, this side of workflow will not work. Now we have completely set up these filters. So let us work on our next step. For this particular filter, I want that if the lead status is new, I want to add that lead as a new row inside my Google Sheet. So for that, I will click on this plus button, select Google Sheet as from here. And then for this application event, I will select this add new row. Now we have to create a connection between Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect. So that's why we will press this connect button. And as I have already shown you how to create a connection for the first time, that's why this time I will go with this select existing connection, and then I'll directly press this save button. You can see my connection is created successfully. Now we have to select our spreadsheet and sheet again. So for this spreadsheet, worksheet is selected, all right. Then for this sheet, in here we will select this daily sales data, and you will see instantly all the columns that I've created inside my Google Sheet. Pabbly Connect will detect them. So here these columns are detected. Now we just have to fill up details inside this column one by one. So first of all, let us fill up the name. Let us search for the name of our customer, and then we have to select it. For this email also, we will search for this email, and then we will select it. I will search for their phone also, and then I will also select it. Now for this source, as website form is my source for this lead, so in here I will add this text website form manually. Then for this status, we have to map the response that we have received from our OpenAI. So as we have received a response as new, that's why we will select it, and it is mapped successfully. Now we just have to click on this save and send test request button. Automatically you will see that on my Google Sheet, here this new row with all the details of the customer had got added successfully. So this means that our workflow till now is working all fine. Now for the second filter also, in here I will add Google Sheet as my action application, but for my application event I will select it as update a row. So for that we will just click on this plus button, select this Google Sheet from here. Then for this application event, as we want to update a row, so we will search for this update row, then we will select it. Now we have to press this connect button again. In here also, this time I will again go with this select existing connection. So I will select this, then I'll press this save, and here I will select my spreadsheet as worksheet. Then for this sheet I will again select it as daily sales data. We have selected our spreadsheet and sheet. Now we have to fill up these following fields. So first of all, let me fill up these following details: name, email, phone, source, and status. After that I will show you how you can map this row index. So for that, let me just fill up these fields. I have mapped details inside this three column: name, email, and phone. And then for this source, I have added this website form, and for this status, this time as this row is going to be updated, that's why I have added this status as updated manually. Now we have to fill up this row index. So for this time as all the details that were added inside my Google Sheet have got added in this row 10. So this means that we have to add 10 inside this box, but we will not add this detail manually, because next time when we will receive a new data, automatically that row will get changed. So this means that we have to map these details. But as inside my OpenAI application, we have not received this row index, and we will get this row index when we will receive an entry from this particular form. And if that entry matches the entry added inside our Google Sheet, then our OpenAI step will give us the row index of that row where all the details of the customer are already added. So let me fill up this form again so that we can add row index inside this form. Inside this form, I will add the same details that we have filled up. I have added the exact same details here inside this form. Now I will submit this form, then we will go back inside our Pabbly Connect account. We have to open this webhook by Pabbly, and then in here, to get a new response, we just have to click on this refresh. Then here we have received this new response. We just have to open this, and then inside this drop down, you can see these are exact same details that I have added there, and I have received them as a new response. Now we have to open this Google Sheet application again. We have to again click on this save and send test request button so that we can get the new rows added inside our Google Sheet. We have received our response. So now we will open this OpenAI application, and then in here I will just click on this save and send test request button. You can see inside my response I have received these two different things: the status at duplicate and the content row as 10. Now I can map this row number inside my application Google Sheet. So now I will open this Google Sheet application. Now inside this row index, I just have to press the slash, search for this 10. Here it is visible. So I will select this, and here we have successfully added this row index. Now we just have to click on this save and send test request button. You will see instantly this text updated will get added on my Google Sheet. Here you can see on this row 10 Rashi Singh, the text new has got replaced successfully by this text updated. So this means that the workflow that we have created here is working all fine. So with this, I have successfully demonstrated how you can create this AI based duplicate lead detection system inside your Pabbly Connect account. That's it for this video. If you want to use my workflow, then for you, I will add a link of this workflow in the description box so that you can use it from there. Just a quick reminder at end that if you are thinking to go premium, don't forget to use this coupon code JAIYT available in the description box of this video. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Not just these, you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you want to purchase your subscription, you can check out the pricing at this particular website. And if you have any doubt, you can email us at sales@pabbly.com. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your team members. And if you found our content useful, you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel of Pabbly.